Hello, folks. How you doing? Back again. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Folks, I want to talk about sacrifice. Yeah. Uh, the sacrifice is a transfer of energy. The transfer of energy from one system to another. Like taking from Peter to pay Paul, something like that, you know. That's a sacrifice, okay? And sacrifice also involves the concentration of energy because that's what we're doing. Okay, when we take from Peter to pay Paul, we're concentrating the energy on Paul. Yeah. So it's a concentration of energy, and we can. This concentration of energy can be used for healing power. Yeah. How a person can heal him or herself, or either create an environment within wherein the person can avoid an illness in the first place. It has to do with the concentration of energy and the calling out, the evocation of energy. Okay, for like if a person wants to strengthen the immune system, you see, this is calling on the immune system to rise to a higher power in order to help us fight off a disease. You see. And so when we do this, we can transfer energy from one system to the immune system to strengthen the immune system. This is sacrifice. When we transfer energy from A, we're sacrificing the energy of A, sacrificing A to strengthen B, the immune system, from A to B. This runs through all religious scriptures. It's worded in different ways, you know, but that's what goes on. This is what we're talking about. And I'm talking in the context of the human body. Because people can use their energies the way they want to use them. They can waste their energy if they want to. Most people do, I believe. Yeah, it seems like most people do waste it. You know. Then you have people who go out and work every day. They're using their energy to work and make a living. You see. And then we can also use energies in a more mystical manner, which I was just talking about, taking energy from one energetic system to another to strengthen it, hence the sacrifice. You see. So we see where, in the Christian tradition, okay, it happens throughout all scriptures. I'm just using the Christian tradition, okay, for this example. Okay, Jesus was sacrificed. God sacrificed his son. Well, what happened? It's to bring about the Christ. So the Jesus energy was taken, okay, to enhance the Christ energy, the resurrection. That's how these things can be explained in the biblical sense or any other religion. In the Kemites system, where Heru too went through a sort of a sacrifice to bring about his father, who was laying in with a place they call Sekhem, like dead. But he brought his father about. It was through sacrifice. You see. Then we have where the father becomes his own son. Okay? It's telling us that the father, okay, dies to give rise to the son. So the energy of the father is concentrated in the son. Hence, they are the same. The energy of the father goes into the son, okay, to bring the son about. This is a cycle, actually. And it's a transfer of energy. No matter how it is explained, look at the principle of these situations. They're the same thing because the underlying principle is the same. We're talking about sacrifice. So here, the sacrifice, the giving up one to support another, is a sacrifice. It's an exchange of energy. So when it comes to the immune system, a person can take energy from his body and concentrate it on the immune system. Now, when he does this, the rest of the body will sort of cool off because he's concentrating the energy on the immune system so that the immune system will get a boost out of it. We can call it a sublimation of energy. Taking the energy and use it for a higher calling. In this instance, it would be to enhance the immune system in order to fight off an illness, a disease. Or maybe to strengthen the immune system to avoid a disease. Hence the sacrifice. So when we get into the religious scriptures and they're talking about a sacrifice, this is what they're talking about. And so when a person, let's say in the mystery systems, sets out to alter or raise his level of consciousness, then he is taking, and it's a sacrifice, he's taking energy within himself, okay, and sublimating this energy to the brain so that he will alter his consciousness and bring on, let's say, greater intelligence. You see. Sacrifice the powers. You can sacrifice the reproductive powers in a person. Instead of these powers or fluids leaving the body seeking pleasure, this energy can be used to here. That's a sacrifice. You're causing the energy to deviate from its natural course. You sublimate this energy, okay, to enhance the intellectual power. That's something like becoming celibate. But you use the energy. You don't just let it sit there. You're sacrificing it so that it won't take its usual course. You see? And so we use this energy to the brain. Now, have you ever wondered why they call the queen or the king your highness? Or your excellency? You know? It is because they, in olden times, you know, they made a sacrifice to raise their intellectual powers. Oh, that's the way it was at one time. I don't know what the people are doing today, really. But anyway, the term, we're speaking about the term Your Excellency and Your Highness. Well, this is what it means. It means that a person have used his reproductive powers to further his intellectual skills. He's sacrificing. So he raises up his level of intelligence, hence high, hence excellence. His Excellency, or Her Excellency, they made the sacrifice. You see. And so the same thing, these same powers that usually leave the body as a result of pleasure seeking or whatever, okay, or when a person becomes celibate, use these powers, okay, and focus them on, in this case, the immune system, if you want to strengthen the immune system. So we call into existence a powerful immune system by using these powers, okay, to strengthen it. You see, that's the sacrifice. Oh, that's one form of the sacrifice. And they may call it dissolution and creative evolution. Okay. So dissolution is the sacrifice. To change it from its natural course to a higher calling. And that higher calling is the creative evolution. Okay, folks. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon about other related subjects. Thank you. Subscribe, and bye.